What's up, guys? It's me, Dinah. I have decided to make this quick little video about change. Change. I'm from Los Angeles. 2005, I got an idea. I'm done with Cali. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia for 8 years. Got married there, bought a house there, had a good life. Then got divorced, said, time to go back to home. Cali, miss it. Palm trees. I came back. Been back 4 years. Now I remember why I moved away. Now I remember. People make fun of me. Oh, Dinah, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? And they make me second guess myself sometimes. But what I want to let you guys know, don't let nobody second guess you. Don't second guess yourself. Okay? If you want to pick up right now and leave DC and go to California, if you want to go to California and move to New York, if you want to go from Trinidad and move wherever you want to go, God bless you. Plan it, save some money, and do it. Okay? Especially if you have children, make sure that where you're going is better for them. Make sure the schools are good. Make sure it's not crime-ridden and you came from a pretty place with no crime. That's dumb. But if you're going from something that's crime-ridden to something that's safe, if you're going from a mediocre school district to a good school district, then keep it moving. Do it. You know, do it. I have chosen to move to Dallas because of many reasons. California is overpriced. California, to me, it's a wrap now. California was good for my parents and my grandparents. My grandma is from Houston, Texas. My grandfather is from Dallas, Texas. These are my mother's parents. They migrated here back in the day. My mother was raised here. Was born here, you know. And so now I feel like I'm going home. Like my grandma's from Houston, my grandpa's from Fort Worth. I have a lot of cousins, second cousins, people I've never met. My mother has since passed away in 2011. And when I'm there, even though my mom never was raised in Texas, I feel like I'm going home. I feel like I'm supposed to be there. I feel like there's so many things. Where did my grandpa go to school? Where did they grow up? Where's the house? It's like so many things I want to explore about that family, about my mom's family. And yeah, my mom was raised here, but it's just something pushing me to Texas. That's one reason. Second reason, I'm pretty much almost going to be able to cut my bills in half. At this stage in the game, I'm 37. I know I don't look it. I have an 18-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old. I don't desire to work my butt off anymore. It's a wrap. Like, I have a good job and I just don't want to do it no more. I want to be with my kids. I want to be at football practice, ballet practice, violin practice. That's all I want to do. Here in California, I work. What's the song by Rihanna? Work, 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 work. That's all I do. Literally, I'm always having to turn my kids down like, oh, mommy can't. Oh, baby, mommy. I'm tired. I'm tired. And when I move, life is going to be smooth. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I just want to take my kids to Italy and we can go to Cuba. We can go on vacation. Boom, boom. Because mama's going to have so much more time on her hands and so much more money because it's just, for me, my particular circumstances is going to be better. Maybe yours won't, but mine will. So that's one big reason. And I'm just done with Cali. Like, I love it. It's home, but it sucks at the same time. It really does. The black presence in California has just dwindled. It used to be a 20% black population in Los Angeles in the 1970s. So shoot, for my mom and my daddy, it was on point, right? But now it's a 5%. Think about that. 20% 30 something years ago. 5% now. Where did the black people go? To the Twilight Zone? Like, where are they? Honestly, where are they? Where are they? You know, where are they? They're gone. They got the hell out of here. And I don't know why. What everybody's reasons are, but I have heard from lots of people they want to feel like there's somebody. And sometimes here in California, when you're just the bare minimum minority, you don't. Me, my profession, when I go to work, I'm the only one that does what I do. That's my complexion. That's my race. I'm the only one. You know, and sometimes we need to see more of us. And California is just not that place that displays that. All of high school, all of junior high, all of elementary school, I had never had a black teacher, but first grade and maybe when I was a senior, in all those years. And you know, in school you have 6 teachers, right? When you hit what, junior high? 6 teachers every year. And then I think you switch, you know, every quarter or whatever. And never did I have a black teacher. What does that say if I wanted to be a teacher? Can I be a teacher? I don't even see black teachers. Can I be one? If you don't have a good family base telling you these things. So California is discouraging. It was, LA was on a gang mentality. Like when I was in high school, everything was gang. Everybody was either a Blood or a Crip. And that's, and I think it's grown out a lot, but it's still there. There's a little place of, you know, that's still going on. I don't live in LA and, you know, those areas, but for sure when I was in high school, it was serious, you know? And I just want to get out of here. It's just not the place to me anymore. So my rationale for Dallas was because that's where my grandparents are from. I have cousins that are new, meaning I don't know them. They're my mom's cousins and her cousins' children, you know. So it's like every time I meet them, they're wonderful to me. Plus, Texas is on the map. If you look, 130,000 people have moved to Dallas or Texas. Well, in Dallas alone, 130,000 people moved there last year. I think it's number 2 for the place to be. I know it's going to get very crowded over the next few years. In the next 15 years, it's expected to grow. Overall, overall Texas is expected to grow by 10 million. Like 4 or 5 million in Houston, 3 million, 4 million in Austin, 3 to 4 million in San Antonio, 3 to 4 million in Dallas. So yeah, it's gonna be crowded. It is. I'm from California. I like crowds. I'm gonna enjoy the fact that things are gonna be toned down for a few years, but I know it's gonna get crazy out there. I know it's gonna get bumper to bumper traffic. Here, I can go 50 miles, but it takes me 3 hours. You know, so I'm used to that, and I'm happy that I'm gonna get a break for about 10 years, and then it's gonna get back to what I'm used to here, and I already know that. So anybody moving to Texas, please know that it is not gonna stay quiet, and you can get somewhere so fast. Now, Texas is about to be on the map for sure. Okay. Actually, the population in California is going to decrease by 2 million people by 2030, and Dallas is going to increase, like I said, by 10 million. Between all big metropolitan cities, you know, or each small city, Dallas, Houston, probably 3 to 4 million per city. All right. And Los Angeles will decrease by 2 million. New York will decrease. Miami will decrease. Okay. So just know that. Just know if you're moving to Texas, it is going to get crowded. And it just depends on if you're moving to Texas right now, because it's not, because it will. It will. So you got about 10, 15 years before it's just on the map, okay? It ain't going to go back, you know? Whatever you guys have heard, like, Texas doesn't know how to represent what Texas is now. If you were watch a commercial, it's got the hat and the spurs, and when I go to Texas, I don't see none of that. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm sure it's there. I just don't see none of that, okay? They need a 2016 Texas commercial, because what they got, when I talk to people about Texas, then they go to Texas. What? This is so different than what I thought. The thought that you have is cowboys and Clint Eastwood, and then when you go, you're like, dang, I wish I would have knew about this early. I'm mad because Texas is getting so populated that now the prices are jumping up, houses and stuff. Damn, could they done this in 5 more years? Because 4 or 5 years ago, the prices were not what they are right now. And it's still good, though. But dang, it was good 5 years ago. It was good 5 years ago, okay? But now it's getting up there. So if you are contemplating, if you are thinking about moving to Texas, you better get your butt together and get there, because I would honestly say in 5 years, it's just going to be just as expensive of where you're coming from. If you're coming from Chicago, LA, New York, it's going to be up there. So you better get your butt over there ASAP and get you something and buy some property, people. Rent for a year. Figure out where you want to go. Don't play no games. Buy a property. Do not give your money to these landlords. All right. This is so long. Just, I don't know, just ranting a little. But basically, the whole thought process of this message was move because it's a wonderful thing to do. There is nothing wrong with moving. Moving created diversity in the world. Okay? Moving made, like I have a neighbor, Hispanic, I'm Black, Asian. I have a racist neighbor down the street, don't like nobody but himself. Okay? But we all live in the same street, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful. We all are different. Filipinos right there. New York, you got all kinds of nationalities. If these people didn't move from wherever they're from, because Filipinos are where? In the Philippines. If you have a Korean lady, where's she from? She's originally from Korea. Somehow, some way, she made her way to California because you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a beautiful thing. So if we don't move, moving created the United States. If people didn't move, there wouldn't be a United States, because that's what's made us so beautiful in so many different shades of so many different things, So don't discourage yourself, and don't let nobody else discourage you. And if you have a lot of discouraging family and friends, don't tell them about what you're doing. Keep it a secret. Even though you shouldn't have to do all that, just keep it a secret. Honestly, my dad and a few of my family members, they don't know too much about it at all, because they're just more negative. And the people that I feel like are positive, I can tell, But, just play it by ear, guys. Don't let nobody discourage you. You're not going to fail. If your parents made it wherever they're from, why can't you make it in Texas, New York, wherever? But don't go there with $5. Don't be dumb, okay? Save you some money. Research. Get on the computer. Research. Go there a few times. Go to the state 3 to 5 times before you move there. I would prefer 5. Go 5 times. And don't go to chill with people. Like, honestly, be alone. Get a rent-a-car. If you're married, or if say you're single, get a rent-a-car. Figure it out by yourself. Don't call a bunch of people. Just say, oh, where am I going? Get a map. Google places to do. Figure it out by yourself. By yourself. There's nothing like an adventure by yourself. When I was 25 years old, I got in my car in California and drove to Atlanta, Georgia by myself. That is going to stick in my brain for the rest of my life, that adventure by myself. I got in the car. I drove. I stopped every time I had a half a tank of gas. I got gas. I got food. I used the bathroom. Got back on the road to Atlanta. Nobody was in the car with me. I stopped in Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama. I went through everything. Adventures, meeting people at the gas station, chit-chatting, laughing with people. I would never forget that ever in my life. That was when I became a woman. That was like serious. Like, I just got in a car and moved by myself to Atlanta, Georgia, and nobody came with me. Not that I didn't want nobody to come, but nobody came with me. Don't be so afraid to always have to have people with you. Learn to be content in who you are by yourself. Not saying you have to always have people not with you, but just be content, enjoying who you are. Listen to the radio. Let the wind blow. Just some food for thought.